Cassis for IFL TV, we're in Riyadh. Let me just time check this. It is 7:36 in the morning. Delighted to be joined by Anthony Joshua. We've just witnessed Canelo Alvarez become, for the second time, undisputed champion. Your thoughts on the fight with William Skull?
I think it was a good fight. Made it a bit tricky for Canelo to showcase everything that he has in his arsenal, but he got the job done at the end of the day. Didn't take much punishment and can look forward to having that fight with Crawford now, you know, and a two-time undisputed champion. You know, they don't give them titles out. He's earned it, and credit to him and his team.
As you just said there, the fight for Crawford is now set for September. Yeah, one of them fantasy fights, I suppose, we didn't really see us getting. We are getting it. There is a weight difference there, but yeah, it's on for September, Crawford and Canelo.
Yeah, I wasn't too keen on the catch weight stuff, but I feel like there's no rehydration clause, is there? No, so that would be good. And then I feel like Conor Benn and Chris Eubank Jr. showed us that weight is good. Like, there are weight categories for a reason, but you know, providing they're both skilled and talented, there's not much difference in weight. It's just who wants to win. And watching that fight, Conor Benn and Chris Eubank just showcased that weight is, it's all about that. You know, so I'm looking forward to the Crawford and Canelo fight because I feel like Bud wants to like prove a point. Do you know what I mean? So it'll be a good fight. Bud he was just over there a second ago. To be calling him Bud like I know him, but Terence Crawford was just over there. To be fair, so yeah. And I spoke to him for 5 minutes, and he's like, yeah, he knows what he's got to do. So we'll see. September's only around the corner.
Absolutely. Would you back in it, or don't you want to say?
No, I don't know. I don't know, because when like he fought the guy in LA last, it begins with an M. Matt, I can't pronounce his name.
Madrimov.
He fought Madrimov last, and I feel like it wasn't the Terence Crawford that we all expected. So, but there's another side of Terence that I know. So I don't know, 50-50, cool. Let's call it that, 50-50, because what I can't really call it, I don't know, it's a 50-50. Let us know in the comments what you think.
Yeah, let us know in the comments what you think. Yeah, I think it's 50-50. I don't know. I actually don't know who wins that fight. I generally don't. I don't know who's swayed to at the moment.
Canelo comes in high guard, very patient, will give a round or two away at the start to kind of figure out his range and practice his defense skills. He doesn't really throw jabs to control the fight. He throws jabs to enter into range to throw body shots and hooks. You know, Crawford, switch hitter, uses his jab, counter punch as well. It's going to make it interesting. You got a counter punch with someone who's good at defending. So fuck it, 50-50. Sitting on the fence.
We'll roll with that one. Yeah. Let's come on to you now.
Yeah.
So as I've read, you've got surgery coming up this month on your elbow.
Yeah.
So what sort of time period is that? Once you've had that surgery, are you kind of can't train for or stuck throwing punches?
I think you can't train for like 2 weeks, because obviously after someone putting machines in your arm, so like obviously if man got shanked in it, do you know what I'm saying? If man put a knife in my arm, obviously I'm going to be out the game for a hot minute. So recovery,
24 hours.
24 hours. But like, they're obviously going to go in. Long story short, the bone in the joint is free at the minute, right? This is my left arm. It's nice and free. But over a period of time, there's a signal that gets sent to the brain, like, keeps on jamming. What's going on? We need to grow some more bone to protect this area. But ultimately, I need it to be free because of my job. But it's like my body's doing the right thing, getting stronger to protect itself from this trauma that keeps happening. So over a period of time, what they tend to do is they go in with a small little like drill, a thin little drill, keyhole surgery, go into the elbow and just file it down. Nice and precise. It's like a tooth if you have a root canal or whatever you call it, you know. File the tooth down, someone's there with a suction, taking out all the floating around, and then it will just heal really. But you just got to make sure you do your rehab, do all your strength work as well, because after a surgery you need to focus on making sure you get the range of motion back. And then once it's fully healed, you ice it, acupuncture, strengthen it, good as new. back to work, basically. But during that period of time, you don't just shut down, because if the right hand's out of action, you still use your left, you practice your doubles, triple jabs, jabbing off time, jabbing off, jabbing to the body, left hooks to the body, left uppercuts. Practice your head movement, can practice your feet, and do some technical sparring and stuff. So there's a lot of work that can still be done in the meantime. So yeah, it's not actually a bad thing.
Josh, will it bother you that by the time you get back into the ring, you might have had a whole year out of the ring?
It's been needed, you know. I think it's been needed because, long story short, I've got active mind. For me, I think taking 2 sets back has given me a chance to take a bird's eye view of everything that's going on in my life, you know. So I am not only just taking a year out of the ring, just sitting on my ass and like enjoying the 12 years or 13 years as a professional. It's like, yo, let me take some time out to actually restructure what's going on in my life. Because when you're fully immersed in the game, you never really like get to look, just constantly going forward. So even stuff like, I always think about Johnny Oliver and Carol, and I'm like, I'm always focusing on that. I never actually get to spend time with people that I truly care about. So yeah, get a lot of things out of my life and go back to what's important and just come back again fully charged, basically. Do you know what I mean? So I'm not taking this time out in vain. I'm doing it for a reason, basically.
Because every time, obviously, people speak to your promoter or whoever, just the questions are, who are you going to fight, when you're back, etc. The
division is stacked at the top level, and the division is stacked at the entry level as well, you know. So there's options all around the board. So it's a stacked division.
I think HE Turkey has made some comments today to say that possibly there was a 2-fight whatever offered to you or suggested to you.
Yeah. That's why I'm here. What it is, as I said, I always keep my foot in the door. Even though I said I'm taking time out and you're saying it would have been a year, I always kept one foot in the door. I haven't rested. I've still been grinding, putting in work. So yeah, we're still here 7:36 in the morning, finishing meetings, watching the boxing, and looking at opportunities that will present themselves in the near future. So physically, I'm not in the game, but mentally, I ain't checked out at all.
Would it bother you if you retired and you didn't fight Tyson Fury? Would that grain on you and bother you?
50-50. No, because you can never look back. It is what it is. You know what I mean? I think for me, if you know my mentality, it's like, it is what it is, isn't it? But then at the same time, as a fight fan and as a fighting person, I want to fight all the challenges in my generation. You know, I've already signed to fight Fury a few times, and you can never fault me for that. Then they had the arbitration with Wilder. Then they tried to blacklist me when they had their trilogy. You know, Fury's called me out and said I've got 24 hours to sign a contract, and I've been through it with that guy. So from my end, it would be annoying, but 100% I've tried. And I'll do everything I can to make it happen, and I'll hang around as long as I have to make it happen. That's on my end. I can't control what another man's going to do.
Is it down to him? I mean, he put a tweet out the other day.
I think we should stop talking about it because he's retired. You know what I'm trying to say?
He's leaving messages, He's leaving subliminal messages.
Yeah, but my thing is that, like, you can't retire. Okay, if I say I'm retired and I'm not retired, what am I retiring for? Like, what? So we still talk about the fact that we're gonna fight, but he's retired. Is he retired?
He put a tweet out the other day, said he wanted a trilogy with Alexander Usyk in front of 100,000.
It's a hard person to do business with when they're not straight. It's not a straightforward person. But that's what makes him Tyson Fury. That's what makes him unique. So yeah. But as I said, I'm not gonna worry about what he's doing. I can only worry about what I'm doing. Get this little 6-7 weeks out of the way of recovery and get straight back to it, basically, and then I'll be focusing on myself. And as I said, if it don't happen, I've done everything I can in my heart and mind. So yeah, we keep going in it and we watch the next generation come up and make sure that they don't make the mistakes that we did.
If it don't happen, it's an absolute disaster, I've got to say.
I think you'll still go home and sleep well.
Go home and sleep. I'm lucky enough to be able to do that, but if it didn't happen, it would be, in boxing terms, a travesty. It would.
I don't think it would be.
It would be.
I think people move on quick because I feel like
moving on to exactly.
Just life. COVID happened and everyone's moved on. I always think life. That's my perspective of life.
Comparing you and Fury to COVID, man.
No, but
I know what you mean. I know what you mean.
Like, rest in peace to our queen, but she passed away, and like the world just moves on. It's nuts, you know.
I don't think any boxing fan of our generation will get over this. I don't. I don't.
Thing's still going on. They're still talking who would have won that fight.
Yeah, I hear what you're saying. I hear what you're saying. Yeah, I know what you're saying.
We got Brooke Khan.
I'm always thinking of a global scale. On a global scale, I think in the pubs and stuff like that, yeah, I'll be like, fucking hell, Fury and Joshua didn't fight. But I think on a global scale, I don't think it matters that much.
Well, it matters to us.
It matters to us.
It matters to us. It matters to us.
What I always say with boxing, you can't reel off 10 of Muhammad Ali's fights off the top of your head.
Foreman, Frazier 3 times.
No. Foreman, Frazier, just call Frazier.
Right. Chuvalo.
Henry Cooper.
Who?
Henry Cooper, 1966.
Yeah.
All right. You know, he's been waiting to use that one. Pub quiz over here.
Bob Foster. Leon Spinks.
Yeah.
Exactly, by the way.
Larry Holmes. Larry Holmes. What am I on?
Archie Moore. You can Floyd Patterson. You can. What I'm trying to say is that you remember the character more than you do the fights at the end of someone's career.
But he fought all them.
Yeah, he did.
He fought all them.
You also remember someone's. You fought all of them, but look how hard it is for you to remember.
We ain't gonna forget this. I'm just a fan.
You remember someone's character more than you do. Name me 10 of Joe Frazier's opponents.
Ali.
Foreman. Everything continues to move on.
Also, that's not in our generation, is it? That is not.
Continues to move on.
That's not in our generation. So, this is in our generation.
Oh, okay.
So
our generation's gonna die off one day. And
they can worry about it. They can worry about. When,
you know, I'm always talking about death.
Joshua, I'm Cougar and Andy here going, name me 10
I'm always talking about life and death.
Does the fight with Deontay Wilder still interest you?
Yeah. More so does it interest the public, but yeah, as a fighter to fighter, yeah.
He's making a return to the ring in the summer.
Yes, correct. Good luck to him. I think he needs it, man. That's why he's come back. Right his wrongs.
Daniel Dubois and Alexander Usyk will get it on the 19th of July at Wembley. What are you thinking?
I think it's going to be good. I think I've got a few thoughts on it, but I feel like I don't want to talk on it too much because it's not my fight. It's their fight. I don't want to promote their fight. I don't want to talk about it. I'll be honest with you, I don't want to talk about it.
You actually not?
No.
Because it's promoting their fight?
Yeah, I'm not here to... So what are you asking me for? You're not asking me... Turn the camera off and ask me about it. You're asking me in front of a bright light to put it out in front of the media to promote your channel and their fight. I'm not doing it.
All right, mate. So it's all on the zone. Everything's on the zone. Everything's under one thing.
Is this the zone?
This ain't the zone. This is IFL, bro.
So what do you mean the zone?
I'm saying the fight's on the zone, isn't it?
Oh yeah, but bro, I just thought it's not my interest. You know, I'm not in the game. It's not my business. But good, as I said, it'll be a good fight, and good luck to both of them.
Jagba calling you out tonight.
Did he?
Yeah.
Another one on my hit list. Joshua, you're not Nigerian.
Yeah, the Battle of Africa.
Africa.
Yeah, no, he was calling you out in our interview earlier on, yeah.
What did he say?
Basically, he'll fight you. That was it, man. What was his promoter? He was going off on you. He was saying
promoter was going off on you.
You're not Nigerian. He'll smoke. Anything's not afraid of you or some stuff like this.
All right, I'm not Nigerian. I'm English. All right. But that's the game we're in, innit? You know what? There's a lot of that. And it will soon end in that. Soon come. You got a big old Dave over here.
Big man Adelaide.
Yes. We done some good work in Dubai as well, getting some good rounds. You know.
Rematch coming up with TKV.
Yeah, that would be good.
Quickly, we're going to wrap this up because I know you want to go. I know.
My brain's not functioning properly.
Dillian White, is that an option?
If he wants it, 754.
Dillian White. It was meant-
What's happening with Dylan? That's your long lost brother.
his thumb or his finger. That's why he was out of the fight with Joyce. Yeah, but he'll be back at some point. But that fight was meant to have happened. That rematch.
We mentioned Fury, we mentioned Wilder, a Jaguar, and we mentioned White. Go to the comment section and leave who you want to see me fight. Rank 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, 1 being the most, and you know the rest. Yeah, deal.
What about Baby Miller? Can we just add him in there?
5. Yeah.
BAKOLE, add that as 6.
6. Yeah. All right, sweet. And how come? I know why, but do you know why Fabio and Miller didn't happen?
Well, we were told that Miller's got an injury.
Is it? Yeah. Okay. God damn. I could do your job better than you. Get me in front of the camera, I'll give people the lowdown.
Mate, you won't even tell us who wins out of Usyk and Dubois. What are you going to tell us here?
Put it on my channel. Let's upload this on the Andy Joshua
You can
YouTube.
upload it, you can have this footage.
When was the last time I did a video up on there? And
No, you started it, you've got loads of subscribers and you just stopped.
subscribers, I just left them in suspense. I need to start a YouTube channel. How would you do that? Would you do that with me?
What?
Like me and you talking on my channel?
Yeah, of course.
All the spiel.
Alright.
All the spiel.
Alright.
Miller, Usyk, Dubois, Fury, Wilder.
You could be like a Frotch on fighting, couldn't you?
Definitely don't want to be anything like Frotch. Definitely don't want to be anything. God forbid.
Alright. Oh yeah, sorry.
Amir Khan today. That was good. That was good. Who else was there in the crowd? That was about it, really.
Bivol.
Bivol. Phenomenal talent, bro. Phenomenal talent. Yeah. I think he was there keeping a little eye in as well, what's going on. I think he was watching Badu Jack. Because obviously they're talking about him moving up to cruiserweight as well, yeah. If you didn't know, just keep you in the loop. Here on my YouTube channel.